Hello everyone, I'm Finn from Finbrick42, and right here in front of me is set 75269, Duel on Mustafar. This is a set I've been looking forward to for a very long time. This set is pretty much a remake of a set from 2005 called Ultimate Lightsaber Duel, which also came with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. This new set retails for $24.99 Canadian, or $19.99 US, and has 208 pieces. I've been really excited to get this set for a while now, and I am very glad that LEGO decided to remake the old set. So today I'm going to do a time-lapse build of the set, but first I'll show you the box. So the box has the newer design. I think this is the second newest design as of right now for the box, with the white pieces for a bunch of different greebling effects. And at the top corner it has Darth Vader. And yeah, you can see all the pieces there, and yeah, it looks like an interesting set. It looks like it's going to have a whole bunch of moving components, which I think are going to be really fun to build. I always enjoy that. And yeah, these minifigures, I'm pretty sure they're exclusive for, if not just the torso, maybe even the faces, but I can't be entirely sure. But yeah, the torsos I'm pretty sure are exclusive to this set, so that's very nice. And yeah, just looking around at the back, does show can do some things spin around. This part's interesting. It looks like there's a part of the set where it flicks a bunch of studs, so that'll be interesting to see what pieces are used there. And yeah, just over here it just shows how it can move. So this box opens with just one push tab, just like that, so that opened pretty nicely. And yeah, now let's see how many bags are inside. Oh, they're numbered bags. Alright, so yeah, that's great. So there are 2 bags and no stickers. So now, we've got that out of the way, I'm going to do a time-lapse of the build. Okay, so now that that time-lapse is done, time to look at the build itself. For building it though, I thought actually it was quite an interesting build, and it took a little longer than I thought it would. It had some different building techniques that I haven't seen much of before, and a whole bunch of moving components, which I'm looking forward to showing you all. So to start, I'll look at the largest of those moving components. So right here, I'm not exactly sure if this is supposed to stay upright, but you see it falls down with gravity pretty quickly. But it has one of these blue pegs that is 3 bricks long, and yeah, I guess it has like a lava flow going from here or something like that. I can't exactly remember what it is. It might be a smaller scale version of the thing that flowed in lava that Obi-Wan Anakin fought on in the movie, but I can't be entirely sure. So next up, something I thought was really interesting are these 2, stud there, are these 2 sliding parts of the build. So one for Anakin on his droid, and one for Obi-Wan on his platform. And this is quite interesting as it slides in, and it's connected mostly on one side, but it does have a track that it runs along for either of these. And it's a pretty simple build, but it's quite effective, honestly. It's very smooth. And that's something I was quite surprised about. I had to push down all the pieces very carefully, otherwise it would catch. But yeah, I found that it does a really good job of actually, allowing for someone to play with it. And you can actually bring Obi-Wan and Anakin into different positions based off that. But I'll show those features after the last of the moving components. So this last moving component is something I was interested to look at the front of the box from the beginning. Just in the bottom corner here are some studs. And these studs I thought was kind of interesting how they would fire them. And I'm not exactly sure. I think I've got a... Yeah, so it does a pretty good job of firing them. I haven't been able to fire all 3 of them consistently, but it does a good job with at least 2. And yeah, I think it's kind of an interesting way, and it's kind of nice seeing them use other techniques apart from just stud shooters, and specifically design pieces to do the shooting of the studs. And overall I'd say it works quite well, but as you can see right here, I'll bring it up to the camera, it can get stuck on the corner pieces a bit, but it eventually comes out. But yeah, I think that's overall pretty cool build, nice idea. So the last bit that is sort of a moving component of this set is how it can connect. It's a little hard, it's a little tricky actually, haven't done this bit yet. But yeah, well, it's supposed to connect here, right at the base, but as you can see it's not connecting all the way. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that was pretty hard to put that in actually. But yeah, this will help with storage, and I like that because this does do a very nice job of being able to pack away. You might want to fold this down or take it off or something if you really want to put it into a small space. But overall, I always give points to a set that has moving components that allow it to take up less space, or make it a less, not exactly space wasting, but an awkward shape to fit in sort into a shelf or something like that. Yeah, and this hinge right here, actually, there we go. Oh, I really don't want to break these, but yeah, it connects here a lot more easily. So you can have really 2 different lines. One where Anakin and ObiWan are either chasing each other, or you could have one pathway where they are side by side. There we go. So yeah, I think that that's pretty cool, and it does allow some nice play features with the set. But yeah, a few pieces are falling around on me here. I guess the last bit for moving components, which, yeah, these things can spin around, which is pretty nice. Really gives you a lot of mobility for the minifigures. And yeah, like for playability, it has a lot of points here. It really has a bunch of moving components, and for the most part, they work pretty well. Although, this part right here, I wish it would fire all 3 studs at the same time. And I guess this part, my only complaint would be if it was supposed to stay up. Now, I'm not exactly sure. I'm looking at the box right now, and it doesn't seem to show it that high up off the ground. But yeah, if it's supposed to stay up at all, then it doesn't do quite the best job at that. But overall though, this part is the main part for me, and I think they do quite a good job there. So now, I'll look closely at both the minifigures. So the first of the 2 minifigures that we'll look at right now is Obi-Wan Kenobi. And he has a blue lightsaber with a chrome hilt, and that's quite nice. I've been really happy. I've been quite lucky. Either that or they've gotten a lot better, but I haven't seen many bubbles in lightsabers recently. So they must have fixed something, or I've just been really lucky. But either way, it's been quite nice. So yeah, here's Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I'll just focus in on the robes there. Because they've done some quite nice detailing with a bunch of different lines and different colors and things like that. I'm not sure how many colors they used on here, but they've got a few different colors that are quite close as well. He's got a tool belt, and then you can see his robes with just those extra wraps around the legs there. And printing on the back shows more burning from Mustafar, and all the marks from the ashes and sparks that have been floating around on the volcanic planet. And yeah, his belt continues around on the back, and I think that they've done quite a nice job with the printing on this. It seems to align quite nicely. And now for the face. See, right here he's got a very stern, angry, disappointed with his Padawan. Bunch of mixed emotions. I think they've actually done a really good job of conveying this expression on Minifigure's face here. And of course he has 2 emotions, so 2 faces here. And this one is really, he's just sad. I think it's just a great minifigure, and I'm very impressed with the emotions they've managed to convey on the 2 sides of the face here. So yeah, really good job for them. So the next minifigure up is Anakin Skywalker, and his base color for his robes is black, and he has dark brown for the arms. Once again, I'm very happy with the printing. It seems Anakin has a few less details for when it comes to lines, but that's understandable since it's a little harder to get printing visible on darker plastics. And yeah, he also comes with a lightsaber with no bubbles, so that's great. And yeah, right here you see he's got his glove over the hand he lost in the battle against Count Dooku. No glove on the other hand, of course. Didn't lose that one yet. And yeah, Anakin also has a tool belt. And once again, I'm really happy with the coloring on that. I think they've done a really good job. You can see right there reflecting in the camera. Not much in focus, but there we go. You can see reflecting where they have silver highlights. Anakin's robes are also printed onto his legs with dark brown showing highlights. And around the back, see his tool belt is also there. And once again, I'm really happy with the alignment of the printing. I think they've done an amazing job. Now for Anakin's face. His first expression right here is very stern and serious. So, see he's still got a bit of sanity left in him. But if you flip it around, there it is. A dark side raging from within him, with yellow eyes. So yeah, that's quite a change, and honestly, that reminds me of Palpatine's face from the newer sets. I'm just trying to focus a little better on that. It's having a hard time. But yeah, he's got the yellow pupils there, with some. I think they've got orange highlighting. They've done two colors in the eyes there. But yeah, lots of lines on his face. Once again, they've done an amazing job. Somehow this one looks slightly cartoonish, but they've done an amazing job of conveying the emotion of just pure anger. So yeah, like really impressed with the design team for LEGO here. Lastly, I'll show you the extra pieces. This set has 9 extra pieces, 2 of which are quite interesting and very useful to me. We have this printed tile, which was used on the top. I think it's possibly a control panel, and if it's not, I could use it as one. Maybe in a build or a mock or something. That'd be great. And yeah, I just used on the control panel of this droid platform right here. Another thing, which I know is a lot more common now, but I was still amazed when I first saw them, just a skate, a LEGO skate. So, obviously just one, but still, really great piece to have. Apart from that, really we have now very common 1x1 rounded stud and a lightsaber hilt. Apart from that, just regular old pieces. Now I'll close up the video with my final thoughts. Alright, so overall I thought this was a pretty good set. I was really happy with the amount of enjoyment I got out of the build. And I'm really glad to have this set because it depicts one of the most intense battles I think I've ever seen in a movie. And probably one of my favorite scenes from the movie as well. I'd say this set gains a lot of points for nostalgia purposes, and also has some quite interesting playability features, although none of them really landed as well as I would have hoped. But I think that in the future, hopefully LEGO can improve on those, so I'm looking forward to seeing anything like that. I'm quite happy with the droid platforms, and the minifigures are absolutely amazing, just flawless in my opinion. I'm also very happy with the price. I thought it was a pretty fair price, considering it comes with 2 exclusive minifigures, and a bunch of really interesting pieces. Of course, it isn't a perfect price to part ratio when looking just at that, but still I think for all of the things I've mentioned with nostalgia and things like that, I think the set has pretty good value. So yeah, I think that about does it for my review, so thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.